know it gets hard sometimes, and your journey gets weary at times, but still, you stay true to the grind. Lead a whole village straight to the finish line. Black women, yep, you take on it all. You a single parent, girl, you still do it all. Teasing our boys some real good disciplines. Raising our girls to be strong black women.
Woman, beautiful, strong black woman. Beautiful, strong black woman. Beautiful, strong black woman.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Get It, Got It Good. I am your host, Naja Wilhite. And today, you guys, I want to bring to you a great opportunity for you to give back this season, this holiday season, because today we are talking to a group of lovely ladies about something huge going down in the DMV this weekend. So you guys, if you get a chance this Saturday, December the 19th, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., you definitely have to head out to the William H. Green Foundation first annual Go-Go Marathon Toy Drive, you guys. The goal is to raise 300 toys for needy families this season. And it is done in collaboration with Just Us Initiative, Community Justice, The Talking Drum, Heels Off, Gloves On, Boxing Foundation, and Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform. And you guys, it doesn't end there. The community love is tremendous because some of the sponsors are the Innovative School for Performing Arts, the Innovative Recording, and Sidelines Restaurants. So you guys, without further ado, I definitely want to introduce the ladies that we have with us today. So first, and in no particular order, we have Dawn Dalton. Say hi, Dawn.
Hello.
We also have Tamara McKinney.
Hello. How's everyone?
Nikki Owens.
Hello, everyone.
Beverly John.
Hi, everybody.
And Tracy Shan.
Hello, everybody.
Okay, you guys, before we jump right in, because this is going to be an event that all of us can participate in, there are a ton of kids who would definitely benefit from an event like this. But before we jump in, I definitely want to take a moment to shout out my networks, which is WBGR, Total Entertainment Radio, Dent Damage TV, and Power 904, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And here's a word from my sponsors. We'll be right back. you guys. Okay, so let's get down to business, ladies. Let's talk about this toy drive. How did you guys even come together with this concept and say, hey, let's do this for the DMV?
So I came up with the idea for the toy drive as just a way to make my aunt happy. My cousin William Green was murdered in January 27th, 2020. And it's just been a very long, hard road for my aunt and his two children. So the holidays are especially hard. Honestly, he did all of her decorating for the holidays. And so she didn't even want to put up Christmas decorations at her house. So I just felt like we could do something to cheer her up. So I came up with this toy drive, and I reached out to Dawn, Tamara, Beverly, Kima, Tracy, and just said, hey, what do y'all think about this? And they were all on board, and it came together quickly, like 3 weeks. I think this happened like 3 weeks ago, where we had the discussion and they were like, let's do it. And Dawn like championed the hell out of this. Sorry if I can't say hell, but Dawn like was like, I got a space, I got a this. I mean, Dawn like really just helped this become what it's become.
Ran with it. And sometimes the best ideas are the ones that just come to you and you just run with it. Necessarily, when you have the right people around you and you share a vision, all kinds of amazing things can happen. So if you want to backtrack a little bit and tell us more about some of the backstory, because I know that's really important to why this came about in the first place.
So for me, so we all have a story. We all have a reason for doing this. For me, my cousin was murdered January 27th, 2020 in PG County, Maryland, by a police officer. And this has just been, it's been hard on our family. My cousin was very much loved, not just by family, but by a lot of people outside of our family. He had a lot of friends, co-workers. I mean, he was just a very loving person. He loved kids. He has 2 children, and he loved his kids, and he loved other people's kids. So that's why this toy drive makes so much sense, because my cousin would have done anything for any child. So that is my story. That is my reason for wanting to do this, because I don't want my cousin's name to be known with how he was murdered. I want his name to be known for good. So we are creating the William H. Green Foundation in order to empower and educate underserved communities, to help children, help the homeless. So we want his name to be known for positive and good, and for everything that he stood for when he was alive.
Yeah, so his life is values, not just the one point, the one moment in his life that ended it all tragically, correct?
Yes, exactly.
And I know Nikki just said that each of you ladies have a story. So what about you, Dawn and Nikki, or Beverly? Which one of you guys want to jump in?
I'll jump in first, I guess, just to get it out the way. So yeah, my I guess how I got to this point. Originally I started serving in a street outreach ministry at my church. That led me to actually form the Talking Drum Incorporated, which is a nonprofit that focuses on homelessness in Prince George's and the District of Columbia. And it also focuses on mass incarceration. The reason why is because as you're dealing with people who are in crisis and on the street, what I found out was that a lot of people were kind of trapped in this cycle of poverty because they've had some kind of encounter with, incarceration or with the police in general. And so the two things really, to me, connect, and there's a cause and effect, I believe, for that. During that journey of working with my nonprofit, I began to reach out to other organizations and ended up meeting these wonderful sisters who are here, specifically Tamara McKinney and I. I mean, we could have a bunch of logos in this thing right now, because we actually have started the Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform, and that's how we met. and started really digging into what is going on with the criminal injustice system here in Prince George's County, as well as across the nation. People have seen there's some very shady and sketchy things going on with some of the police accountability.
Absolutely.
So we started digging into that, and here we are right now. We ended up meeting Tracy Shand, meeting Nikki, and really just formed dynamic circle of sisters who are just really trying to educate the community, definitely support each other. We are a very strong support system amongst our circles and anybody that we encounter with. So that's how I got here.
So I think it's awesome, first of all, because it's a group of women. It is a group of African American women. And I think there's always power in numbers. And I also love the point that you made about being incarcerated being one of the variables that traps people in a system of poverty, because I know it can affect your your job opportunities and everything else.
Absolutely.
And if you can't get a good job, what are you going to do? You either wind up homeless or you wind up underpaid and in that system.
Or you end up right back incarcerated. You end up right back in jail. So there's a lot of variables that lead to this whole injustice system that we want to address.
And then I know you mentioned Tamara. So Tamara, I'm going to come to you next.
I'm sorry, I had to unmute myself.
Oh, no problem. So Tamara, I know you guys created, what was it? Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform. Correct. So you want to tell me a little bit about that?
Well, actually, we attended an event that was held at Mount Enoch Baptist Church in Clinton, Maryland, and it was sponsored by Color of Change. And we viewed the documentary 13th by Ava DuVernay. And out of a group of over 100 people, only 3 of us agreed to continue to share this documentary with friends and family by having home parties and trying to get the community active in learning what was going on, as Beverly says, with criminal injustice, because it's not justice, it's injustice. Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform actually brings to light to our community that our 8th amendment to the Constitution has really been violated. So we're not asking for necessarily changes, we're asking that they follow the laws already in place. And if you go to your Constitution and read the 8th Amendment, it will tell you no excessive bail shall be put upon us. As Beverly stated, on our journey of learning how we were getting effective, we ran into participatory defense. We met Dawn Dalton, we met Kima Hutchison Harris, and those ladies took us further down a journey of education. And then later on, we met Nikki Owens and Tracy Shand. But again, the main thing for us is, as Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform, is educating the public on what is really going on with bail. And we support each other. We support families. We try to find creative ways to support them. And so there you have it. Whatever the need is, we try to get it met. If that means collecting underclothes and toiletries, and Beverly's, I went out with her one time and we actually just handed out items over in Oxon Hill. So Dawn has a powerful organization trying to get families to talk, but she can tell you more about that. But we just try to support each other and support the community.
Most definitely, because a lot of times if we go back to that system of poverty and being stuck in that cycle, and then you go and get incarcerated, and then this huge amount is placed for your freedom, how are you going to have that type of money in order to get out into your trial date? So that is a continual cycle, and it puts a lot of stress on families, not just the person who's being charged, the defendant, but also on the families. So it's definitely, I can see how you guys work well together in the different organizations, because one balances out the other and helps the other. Now you threw Dawn out there. So Dawn, I guess we're coming to you next.
Well, my name is Dawn Dalton, and what brought me to this space was that my son, for 4.5 years, from 2013 until 2017, was falsely charged 22 times by an ex-girlfriend who utilized the criminal justice system as a weapon to take his life away from him. My son was charged with everything you can think of underneath the domestic violence umbrella. And throughout the whole time, I'm constantly saying we knew it wasn't true. No matter what evidence we put in front of the judges or the state's attorneys or even the police, my son would call the police because he was being stalked and assaulted. And when the police got there, they would arrest him because it's a female versus a Black male. And look at how they look at our young men. And so what I learned throughout that process was that, first of all, my son was dehumanized, treated like his life had no value whatsoever, and we fought. And when I say we fought, we fought. So 2 years into it, I just figured out, like, they can't have my son. So, we paid lawyer after lawyer. My son was charged in Prince George's County, Montgomery County, and DC. My son has been taken through multiple speedy trials, jury trials. And I went at the state's attorney's office and said, oh no, you are not going to outlast me. You cannot have my son, and I'm gonna fight you to the bitter end. I had all the evidence in the world. They knew for a fact that this young woman was lying. It got so bad at one point, the young woman was represented by an attorney from the House of Ruth, and the attorney literally withdrew representation of this young woman and filed a writ to withdraw, stating in her own writing that this young woman perjured herself multiple times on the stand, misled police, pretty much she lied. And a judge still sealed this document, and my son was taken to a full jury trial in Montgomery County. So I say all of that to say, thank God we prayed, we fought, we put all the evidence on the table, and eventually the tables turned and the young woman was finally charged. She was tried and she was convicted by a full jury trial in Prince George's County. But after 4.5 years of that pure hell, and I'm not saying that as a curse word, it literally was hell. Once we got out of that situation, we just chose to dedicate our lives to empowering other families, educating them and helping them navigate their way through the criminal justice system. We have gone on to hold our legislators accountable to try to get bills and laws changed within the state of Maryland, because at the end of the day, it reminded me of a barracoon. And I don't know if everybody knows what that is, but going in the courtroom, time after time, I think I've been in court 50 times with my son, and it's unreal. And a lot of people, unless they get caught in it, they really don't understand the magnitude of what's really going on. So I say all of that to say, my main objective is just justice, period, on every front. If it's homelessness, if it's education, if it's the criminal justice system, if it's our legislators, we want justice. We want to be treated with respect and dignity, because all of our lives matter and all of our sons' lives have value. So throughout that process, I ended up meeting Kima, Tamara, and Beverly through participatory defense. And we went on to later meet Nikki, who was dealing with, of course, the death of her cousin. And we met Tracy, who was dealing with the death of her brother. The murder of, I should say. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's amazing. Number one, I have 6 sons. So I definitely know how males, and especially African-American males in our community, are looked at. So I definitely commend you as a mother who fought, because a lot of the times it's exhausting, and without the right support system, so people just lose the will a lot of the times, and they lose their fight. And that's a long fight. Day one is exhausting, but to go for 4 years is amazing. And then the other thing is the lack of education that we have. A lot of people don't even know there's multiple branches of government, which branch of government makes the laws, who are the representatives that will be able to affect change, who are the judges on the court dockets, and what do they stand for. So all of this are the things that we say, go out and vote. And a lot of times the only focus is on the presidential race, but it's the legislative branch that makes the laws that affect us directly. So you have to start at your local government levels and work your way up. So I definitely commend you for that. And then I can see how that could snowball, but I guess that's why God chose you guys, because he knew that you could withstand the time, the test, and then that would catapult you into your destiny, which is, you know, helping other families and things of that nature. So I definitely commend you on that. But Tracy, in the end of that, you were brought up next as far as your story and the death of your brother. So would you like to share that with us?
Yes. I met these wonderful ladies, as they already told you, through the death of my brother. And at the time, it kind of hit my family pretty hard. And the first introduction of, trying to figure out how to find a lawyer and, what actually happened, to try to get, records and things. It took us through a hard journey, which we're still on right now. We still haven't received everything that we were supposed to. But during this journey that I've walked on, all these ladies that's here today have stood by me. They have watched me cry. They have gave me hugs, and they always been there for support. And I've always my key words are, if I'm able, I'm always willing. Because you want to support those that's out there on the same fight that you're on, and it's on the same journey that you're on, and that's just trying to be equal citizens in this country, state, county, wherever we're located. You understand? So I just wanted to, I do not have an organization. I'm still in the works of all of that. But in the process of me putting my plans and everything together, I am always here to support Nikki, Dawn, Tamara, Beverly, and Kima on their journey to, support the community. Because when my brother was killed, that was my thought, like, this can't happen. We have to stop it. We have to put a halt to all of this. And how are we going to do it? And, hearing the ladies, when I met Kima first, and then she introduced me to Dawn, and then I met Tamara and Beverly, and then down the line, I ended up meeting Nikki, and then all of us just kind of came together and, we sit in circles and we talk and say, hey, this is what I would like to see happen. Hey, did you know this happened? And just, great minds aligning together to just say, what can we do? And then Nikki came with this wonderful idea to say, hey, let's do this for the Christmas, let's, do something fun to support the community. And I'm like, absolutely, I'm with it, and then everybody aligned, to put everything together. I had to step I had kind of stepped back just a little bit. I always told them, if you need me, holla. But right now, I jumped back into my studies because of my venture and what I'm trying to accomplish. I had to go back and obtain another degree to pursue my dream. And what the killing of my brother put me on my journey, put me on a whole nother journey. So I had to step, and these ladies were in support of that. They was like, hey, we got you. If we need you, we'll call you, and definitely, we'll keep you abreast of what's going on and keep you informed, and you handle that, what I'm saying? And I appreciate that, because I end up gaining the knowledge I needed to even more so support them on their journey and what they're doing, because of my studies, because of what I'm trying to get into myself. You get me? So I love this sisterhood. I love the bond. I love the communication. I love the fact that when they see a need, they say, hey, we got a person. We're like Wonder Women's. You've seen the show Wonder Woman. We're that. We're Wonder Woman. If you need something, holler at one, and we'll tell the crew, and we're all gonna come out like soldiers and give you what you need and support your need, and make sure it gets you through your hard times and get you to the next levels in your life.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. And I think as more and more of us come together and join forces, more and more things will happen and change. And so it's just, taking those steps. But you guys, we have listened to everyone's story. And Tracy just brought up why we're here, which is this toy drive. So you guys, when we come back, we're going to get more into the event. So you guys, stay with us.
That's just the way it goes. Gotta go and give it all you go. Yeah. That's just the way it goes. Gotta go and give it all you go.
I'm talking stronger living, I'm talking stronger soul. Foot on the clutch and I won't let off. Never looking back at the time I lost. Gotta count my prayers, so many times that I should have been dead. Living in the dark when the light was shed. Hard to step away cause I'm comfy there. Feeling 10 feet tall, like I'm all a dog. When I'm on my game, I can have it all. Wrong step back fall, it's curtain call. Catch my drift, I'm just a pawn. In this game, gotta run before you cross. So I'm spitting like a track star. I don't know where I'm going, but I hope fall. I'm stepping to the front like homie what? Spit with on my heart like it's fisticuffs. Every time I'm on stage, gotta rip it up. Let me live it up, let me get in my position. Feel the strength and see my vision. Hear my pain and zone out to the rhythm. Yeah, I'm talking stronger living. I'm talking stronger living. I'm talking stronger living.
Research suggests that close to 50% of all small businesses go out of business in their first 2 years. Don't let that be you. Join That's My Network LLC today. Here at That's My Network, we strive to help businesses build their brand by offering connections to multiple marketing streams, including promotion across a social media platform that has a growing following of 50,000 nationwide. Let us help build and develop your brand to reach its full potential. For more information, email that'smynetwork@gmail.com. That's My Network, a network that works for you.
Welcome back, you guys. If you are just joining us, we are talking to a group of business people, business owners, about the William H. Green Foundation first annual Go-Go Marathon Toy Drive. So, with that being said, right now joining us, we have Kevin Silk Brewer, who's going to give us some of the intricacies of this event and how it all is going to work. So, Kevin, say hi.
Hello, how you all doing? How you doing?
Great. I'm so glad that you were able to join us today because there's a lot going into this event. And whenever you mention DC, Go-Go is right there with it. So it's a great pairing between the culture of the city and our culture as far as helping out the kids for the holiday season. So can you explain your part and how this is all going to go down, where it's going to happen, how the music is going to play a part?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I am actually the managing owner of Malton Golf Course and Country Club. Our trade name is MGC3. That's the venue. The address is actually 9413 Midland Turn, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. That's where everyone can come in and drive through and drop off the toys. And while they're doing that, they will be entertained by a live stream of Go-Go from 8 to 6 p.m., 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And they'll be able to participate with that and looking at it on all social media. It's actually via Ominous Player. That's our live and stream partner. So they'll be able to watch it on any smart device, TV, smart TVs, all the social media, YouTube, you name it, Apple TV, Google TV, PlayStation, as well as Xbox. I don't do the whole lot. Xbox, yes, all of those, you'll be able to watch it on every last one of those. We can actually, and the whole idea of this is to entertain people, and while people are bringing toys, we can actually have the bands speaking to their audience to come in the community, as well as the host to come in and be able to talk to the community to bring out as many toys as possible.
So this is awesome. And I heard you mention a technicality because of the COVID season. So because this is a come to us type of event, there is going to be a type of drive-through line to drop off toys. How exactly should people come and bring their toys and stay, socially distanced and safe?
Okay, they need to bring unwrapped toys. That's what we're looking for. And we have an entrance and an exit to the golf course. So they'll be able to enter on one side, come through, drop off the toys, and exit on the opposite side.
Awesome. So they don't even have to get out the car. You guys, this is the easiest way to, give back, just drive through. And then so the whole
Absolutely.
time they can have on their phones, their iPads, their anything, and live stream the entertainment.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And it also will be a donation tab on the screen as well. So people will be able to donate via through the social media if they aren't able to come.
So this is awesome. So how exactly did the venue get involved with this group of ladies?
Actually, just us. The Just Enough initiative is actually the reason how all of us came together, as far as from the venue standpoint. Been knowing Dawn for quite a long time, and when this came together, it was like we just had to get behind it and help. It just made sense. Like God spoke to us to do this.
And the us you're referring to, because I know there's other people involved who unfortunately couldn't meet with us today. But do you want to shout out anybody?
I would like to definitely want to shout out Favorite One, Tye-ler J for co-hosting as well with Shorty. Like we should thank everyone for their time, because everyone is coming in to do this together. We don't want to leave anyone out.
Absolutely.
Definitely want to shout out to help out with Shorty Corleone. Is one of the reasons of the go-go component. Shorty is from Red Essence. He wrote their hits for forever. And also he's the music supervisor for Towards Chaos for Christmas, the BET hit Christmas movie. We aired this weekend, but we originally aired last year. We were nominated for NAACP award this year. That's one of the sponsors for this, and like we will have music from the soundtrack as well as the other band's playing.
That's awesome, and congratulations on the nomination as well.
Thank you. We went into it not knowing that it was going to come out to be that, but when you get that call that your project that you worked on was nominated, it's definitely a great feeling. And it's home music,
right? It's like this is our music representing for the nation, but you do it for the love, not necessarily for the accolades. And then it's always gravy when you get those accolades. So,
yes, ma'am.
Let me ask you, ladies, because there is a toy drive associated with this, and the toys can be dropped off unwrapped. But is there any type of particular toys you guys are looking for, particular ages? What does that criteria look like?
Well, right now we are taking toys for newborns through age 19. Currently, we have about 300 kids on our list to provide toys to. So we are looking for quite a bit of toys. And the ages range, we are taking toys. We know we're going to have older kids, so we're taking gift cards, pretty much any donations for any children 0 to 19 years old.
Okay, so are there any things that you would like people to stay away from? Because I know with some toy drives, they say no electronics or limited amount of bikes or things like that. Do you prefer gift cards, cash, or a certain type of toys over another?
We are not limiting anything because there are so many needy kids this year that we are taking whatever the public is able to provide. So no, everything that is provided will go 100% to the families. That includes all the toys, cash, anything. We're taking whatever we can get, and we're going to make sure that all these kids are taken care of.
Absolutely. Now, just a curious question. I obviously think it is worse this year, but because of COVID, have you guys received a larger outpour of help since all of this craziness has happened? I know more families are not working, more families are being underpaid because the hours have been cut back. Kids are hungry now because they don't have that 1 a day meal at school or that 2 a day meal at school. Mental health is higher right now. So when it comes to the toy drive and the marathon, yes, you guys, it's a great way to get away, to enjoy the live stream entertainment. It's a great way to get back to the community. But do you have resources or could you guide people to resources, or how would that work if somebody comes to you?
Let me try to tackle that one. Just in terms of what I've seen, out on the street, and I think the other ladies can agree with this. We've really definitely have seen a greater need, of course, because of COVID. definitely, and certainly for the holidays, it's getting worse as the COVID is surging again in our community. One thing I thought was really interesting, it was like for organizations, typically every year, like when you are an organization and you want to give Toys for Tots would also have a tab for, like, if you were an individual family, you could request something, or if you're an organization, wanting that kind of support, you as an organization can sign up for toys. Whether the ones in Prince George's County, Toys for Tots, they'd stop taking any requests from organizations at this point because their need has been so great for them, the request for individual families themselves. So they're not supporting the organization. So I think our opportunity now to do this, to support each other as organizations, is probably going to be what it's going to be, because we have to support ourselves, as a community.
So the fact that you guys all run different organizations, there's a way to reach out to you each individually, right? Yeah. So do you want to start, Beverly, as far as how can somebody reach out to you and your organization?
Sure. You can reach me at the Talking Drum Incorporated website is www.talkingdrum.org. And again, we try to provide resources, advocacy, and services to those who are homeless. And, we go out to the encampments, the ones who are unfortunately on the streets. I also serve people who are in shelters, as well as those who are in public housing with certain resources. So reach out if you want to help or if you need help.
Awesome. Anyone else have a website and social media, things like that, ways to reach out to you? Dawn?
Well, my organization, again, is the Just Us Initiative, and you can reach out to my organization at thejustusinitiative.org.
Awesome. Tamara?
So Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform is not a nonprofit organization, and basically we're trying to educate the community. We also try to link up resources to other organizations. So Concerned Citizens for Bail Reform can be found at cc4br.com. And there's a place on the website where you can leave us a message. Let us know what your needs are, and we will link you to other organizations to provide them.
Awesome. Nikki?
The William Green Foundation, we are still in creation. It's still being birthed. So we are keeping people up to date on the foundation, on the Justice for William Green Facebook page, Twitter page, and Instagram page. And then we'll have all of the information once we have everything in place. I also wanted Tamara to talk about HOGO as well.
Okay. Tamara?
Nikki, I totally forgot about HOGO. So, Heels Off Gloves On, a boxing organization, was created by 3 female boxing officials. We're in the amateur arena. We're not on the pro side. And what we wanted to do was help organizations raise funds for their needs and also support the boxers, because boxing is pretty much a poor man's sport, what we say. And a lot of our children come from very challenging communities, and they need help with supplies for the gym. Their coaches need help with supplies for the gym. So when we really got on our feet and wanted to get started, COVID hit. And so that shut a lot of our efforts down. We are Heels Off, Gloves On, Boxing Foundation. In short, you can do HOGO.
Awesome.
I want to not forget, let's give a big shout out to Kima Hutchison Harris, founder of Community Justice. Without that organization, we would not have been here. We are all core members and supporters of that organization. If you want to get in touch with Community Justice, it is Community Justice the number 4u.org.
So just to be clear, it's community justice, the number 4 and the letter U.
Yes.
.org.
.org.
All right, absolutely. We don't want to forget anybody. So, ladies and Kevin, can I group you into that ladies category? I definitely am in full support of what you guys are doing. I'm in full support always of the kids, the community, anything positive that we can do as individuals and as groups of individuals. So I think there's powers in numbers. Then I'm going to support it. So you guys remember, the drive is this weekend, Saturday, December the 19th. Don't get it wrong. This Saturday, December the 19th, 8 to 6 p.m. It's called the William H. Green First Annual Go Marathon Toy Drive. Now, if you need more information specifically on the toy drive, you can look for the flyer on all of my social media accounts, which you can follow at Get It Got It Good G3, or on my other accounts, which is Naja, NYSIA Carter, CARTER. So, is there any way or specific contact information for this toy drive that someone could reach out to you guys, like an email, a phone number, a website specifically for this drive?
Yeah, we have a phone number.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a phone number on the flyer that they can reach out to us, and that's basically my cell phone number. So you can call me at 804-334-2914 for more information.
Let me ask you guys, because sometimes people have to work on Saturdays, or, you know, car issues or whatever the case may be. If someone is not able to attend between 8 to 6 on Saturday, is there any way that they could drop off before, Cash App, drop off after? Are there any other accommodations that could happen?
Yes, they can just reach out to me and I can give them their options to get the toys if we need to come pick them up. There's quite a few of us who's willing to meet with them to pick them up. We do have a Cash App, which is the $ WHG Foundation, as well as PayPal, which is paypal.me/WHG Foundation.
Awesome. So I really enjoyed this conversation with you guys today, and I appreciate each and every single one of you for getting on here today with me and spreading the love into the community. Any final words, anybody?
I wanted to give a chance to shout out the entertainment, the bands, because they're actually doing this for the cause. They're not, you know, they're coming in to do this, and they're bringing their time to the table.
Thank you, because I almost forgot that. So thank you, because I was going to ask, and then I got sidetracked. So yes, please inform us some of the entertainment.
Okay, we have Pure Elegance. We have Perfection Band. We have Rock Steady Crew, which is Rock Steady from Hot Cold Sweat. He has a new band, Rock Steady Crew. ABM Band. Forgive me, these are Bounce Beats bands. I'm a little older, so I'm trying to get these. The One Band, Black Mama Band. I'm trying to think. And I want to shout out DJs giving their time to DJ Joe, Cat Daddy, DJ Rico Anderson, DJ D Nitty. I also shout out Tim Waters, because we wouldn't have been together if he didn't bring this together as well. So I'm gonna give him a shout out as well. And the team at the Malton, because everyone is working hard to make sure that we make this a great presentation.
Awesome. Thank you for that information. That's definitely really important, because yes, they are volunteering to entertain you guys so you can come through, enjoy the music, and donate some toys for these little people. So much love and much success to you guys in this event. Definitely whatever I could do to help. You guys now know how to find me. So just let us know. You guys. Go ahead, Kevin.
No, I said we appreciate you.
We definitely appreciate it.
No problem. So you guys tune in to Get It Got It Good across various platforms: WBGR, Total Entertainment Radio, Power 904, Dent Damage TV, and of course, across all social media platforms, Apple TV, Fire Stick, Roku, pretty much any and everywhere. So, nothing but love for you guys. I will see you next time.
Thank you.
Remember, have fun in the sun, but avoid sick people.
I know it gets hard sometimes, and your journey gets weary at times, but still, you stay true to the grind. Lead a whole village straight to the finish line. Black women, yep, you take on it all. You a single parent, girl, you still do it all. Teasing our boys some real good disciplines, raising our girls to be strong black women.
Woman, beautiful, strong black woman. Beautiful, strong black woman. Beautiful, strong black woman. Yeah, oh.
You had to fight for your rights as long as I can remember. Discrimination within a nation can make you bitter. As qualified as the man, they doubting what you deliver. Wanting your body for favors, thought of it make you shiver. Never forgive yourself if your morals forgotten. Never degrade yourself for the wealth of the man that's plotting. You worth a lot more than what they betray in college. With lack of the knowledge, jobs you had picked was like picking cotton. You gave a lot, how could they ever degrade you?